up on Basin Life, this Memorial Day, we honor the men and women who died while serving in the U.S. military. The VFW Buddy Poppy program provides compensation to the veterans who assemble the poppies. We'll find out how you can show your support here in the Basin. And in this week's Heart of the Basin, we take you to the city of Big Spring as we meet a nationally recognized artist who has been sharing her passion with others for over 30 years. And we're mixing up an all-American cocktail, plus talking arts with Randy Ham. I'm Krista Escamilla, and this is Basin Life. As many families enjoy a three-day weekend, we must never forget why we are celebrating this holiday. It's a holiday to commemorate the members of the military who died serving our country so beautifully so that we can all live in America. Maybe you will watch a concert on TV, maybe even right here on PBS, or go to a parade. An easy way to show respect is to raise an American flag, share a fallen soldier's picture on social media, or you can even pause at 3 p.m. on Memorial Day for a moment of silence. Another way many Americans show support this day is by wearing a poppy.
My name is Jaquita Parker. I am the Veterans of Foreign Wars Auxiliary District 25 President. I'm the president for this area. Buddy poppies are a flower that we give in remembrance of all who have died in the armed services. And this started back in World War I, where they fought the battle at Flanders Field in Belgium. And an officer at that time wrote the poem Flanders Field. Today, buddy poppies are made by hospitalized and disabled veterans. We do not sell buddy poppies, but we distribute them. And if we get donations for them, that's fine. We take donations, but they're a little red flower, and we give them out to anybody and everyone that wants one. We remember, they're for remembrance, and the Remembrance Day is November the 11th. And that's the way that it's called, Remembrance Day. And it's the end of World War I. They started making the buddy poppies in 1921, and they were made by a lady called Michaels. Her last name was Miss Michaels. And she started making them in 1921, and she sold them. We don't say sell, but she sold them back then and made over $106,000 for the veterans. And that's what the money goes for. It goes for the relief of veterans who need help in any kind of way. All you would have to do is get a hold of the Veterans of Foreign Wars. They buy buddy poppies every year, and they also distribute them every year. Or they can get hold of the Veterans of Foreign Wars Auxiliary, or the American Legion also has buddy poppies that are available for anyone. Now there's not that many people that are interested in buddy poppies or veterans, and I would like to make sure that everybody knows that that the money for those buddy poppies does go for the veterans who are needing any help, that are in hospitals or are disabled.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing your story, and of course, we thank you for your service. Coming up next, if you've ever thought of trying watercolors, our next guest will show you how to get started. But first, here's a great quote to live by. In today's Heart of the Basin, we take you to Big Spring, Texas. Kay Smith uses watercolor for her masterpieces. She is not only passionate about painting, she also loves sharing her gifts with others.
I'm Kay Smith. I am primarily a watercolor artist, although I use other media as well. It's too long ago, too early for me to remember, but I imagine about 8 or 9 years old. I was always using color and creating designs, doing crafts in the home around Christmas time, or doing things with flowers and such like. I got started as a child learning oil lessons here in Big Spring, as we didn't have it at the grade school, and I taught myself watercolor until 1993, and when I took a workshop class in the Hill Country for specifically watercolor, and I've been studying it ever since then. Everything inspires me. A spring day, birds, animals, particularly flowers and animals are my two best subjects.
Where's your favorite place to paint?
In the kitchen here in my studio. It's kind of like home. It's got a kitchen sink with a window over where I can look at the birds, as well as providing north light for lighting purposes.
Why do you like to share your gift?
Because it brings me happiness, contentment, joy, and the thrill of just being alive and seeing other people enjoy creating something on their own, or maybe purchasing one of my works and taking it to their home and livening it up. I belong to the local art association here in town, as well as 2 in Midland and 2 in Odessa. And I give lessons on Monday afternoons here locally to anyone, adults or children, that would like to learn it. And in addition to that, I have a daily blog. I'm a daily painter. I post new works every day on that, as well as dailypaintworks.com and a website on ArtSpan.
What's your favorite thing about the arts in West Texas?
That everyone is happy to be creating, and they derive a joy from making something new that someone has not seen. It's not about the money. It's about making yourself feel good and creating something that not necessarily matches your sofa. You would need to have a creative drive and a desire to learn that media, and you would study it along with me as I teach you. First of all, knowing how to draw something, and then how to apply the paint and the other techniques to it. Don't say, I'll wait till I retire. Whatever drives you now, let that guide you into making a decision to do it when you have the urge and the need and just the desire to make something.
Oh, thank you so much, Kay. You're so talented. And I just love our Heart of the Basin segment. Keep those stories coming in. We love to highlight the fantastic people here in the Basin. Email us at basinlife@basinpbs.org. Coming up next, we hear from those serving our country what Memorial Day means to them. But first, here's another great quote.
Hi, I'm Emily, your Basin PBS Membership Director. You might recognize my name from some of the letters you receive from Basin PBS, or if you've called the station, you've probably talked to me. Sure, you watch our programs and come to our events, but what actually happens if you don't support Basin PBS? What's the worst that could happen? Sure, things might change a little. There might be some cuts here and there. We'd probably have to get rid of some of the kids' programming and dramas, some of the news programs and live events, and probably a lot of the arts and culture programming you can't see anywhere else. But what does it really matter if you don't support Basin PBS? You'll hardly know the difference.
Out of Many, One, the title of the new best-selling book by former President George W. Bush. In it are his portraits and stories of 43 immigrants. So why a book on immigration now? Our One Question crew met with the former president at his Dallas office to ask that question and many others, including why he painted 2 Midlanders in the book and how we can bridge our tribal differences. Join us for a special hour-long edition of One Question. I'm Becky Ferguson, and I look forward to seeing you Thursday, June 3rd at 7 p.m. right here on Basin PBS.
Made possible with support by Pristine Organic Cleaners, Diamondback Energy, and West Texas National Bank. Join Basin PBS and Centennial Park for Movies in the Park. Every first and third Thursday in June and July at Centennial Park. Family movies begin at dusk. Sponsored in part by HEB and Lone Star Abstract and Title.
Today we are celebrating Americans, and especially a group of soldiers who have fought for our country.
Ray Willis. I was a veteran. I was a Marine Corps 1984 to 88, part of one of the 2nd Recon. Got out of the Marine Corps, was able to use the GI Bill, get a bachelor's degree. One of the true success stories, I guess. The VFW to me became very important to me, really important about 10 years ago. It was a place that I felt at home. I was in a pretty bad spot mentally, and I was not proud to be that I was part of the service. Coming up here actually made me proud again. And also, my wife has always believed in me, and she's the one who really encouraged it for me to come up here. And it made me proud to be a veteran again. And the VFW stands for a lot more than just Veterans for War. We are open to the public first, but it's a place we serve veterans. That's our main function. We like to have a place where they can come and relax and enjoy themselves, and if they just need to talk, they can talk. We try to help them out financially if they come in here. Can't always do it, but we try our best. It's a place, it's a sanctuary for veterans, so to speak. We have a lot of veterans that just come here sometimes just want to sit alone and be by themselves and have their own thoughts, and we welcome that. I'm very proud to be here, very proud to be a member, very proud to be the President-elect of the Auxiliary. In fact, tonight I'm being sworn in, so to speak, so very excited about that. Look forward for the upcoming year. This past year was really rough on us. With COVID, we were shut down, and it was hard for us to serve the community the way we want to. We do a lot of community projects. We do clean up a lot in Midland. We try to have community service for people up here. We have events up here. We have I do a lot of things for the kids. My wife, for instance, is a teacher in Greenwood, and she does a flag day, flag folding out there, and it's the VFW that's involved in it. Teach them what it's all about and what the flag means. Like I said, I'm very honored to be here, and the VFW, literally saved me. It made me proud again. It means a lot to me. I fought for this country, served this country, and I would have died for this country. And America is the home of the free and the brave. A lot of people have shed their blood for this country, and I think we need to respect the flag. You'll never hear me personally say anything bad about any leader of our country. All I can do is support them with our prayers, and that's how I feel about it. It's just my personal feeling about it. I had, not only were they my commanding, my chief executive officer, but commander-in-chief, but it's the highest office in the land. It's the highest office in the world. It's the most important office in the world. We should respect that and uphold that and respect the traditions of the country. It was a great honor. When I went in, I was 18 years old, out of high school, and I won't tell any fibs or any lies, but I was scared to death when I first went in. Wasn't sure what I did when I first got off the bus at MCRD in San Diego. It was a scary moment, but I grew up really fast, and now that the older I've gotten, the more I appreciate it, and I was able to serve our country. Memorial Day is a very special day, especially here at the VFW, and it should be to all Americans. We honor those who served in the past, were killed in action, and have died even after action. It's just a very important day. It's just a day of solace, a day of memory and honor. It's just the same as Veterans Day. Well, for instance, I don't know if you can stand over here. We have a barrel that's a donation barrel, and they're looking for anything, personal hygiene, snacks, treats, anything, and those will actually be donated and sent to them. People can donate them just by saying thank you for serving your country. Thank you for being a veteran. It's amazing how often I get that said to me, and it makes you feel really good. It makes you feel proud. I wish more and more people would do that and honor the veterans that are coming home, and we try to do that, honoring them. I think it's become more and more prevalent. It's a lot different than it was back in Vietnam and Korea, and even my time when I came home. That you didn't get people weren't waiting. You didn't have the parades and things. I think now it's very important, and that's the best way you can support them is just say thank you, and come up here and make a donation for these veterans. We're going to send to some bases overseas, and those guys really appreciate it. I know I enjoyed it when my parents sent me something. So.
Okay, I'm Wes Watson. I was a Vietnam veteran. I was in the Navy in 1965 whenever the Vietnam War first started out real fast, and my ship, the USS Valley Forge, was one of the first ones to go to Vietnam. There's a lot of veterans that fought to make this world free. My dad fought in the Iwo Jima battle in the Marines, and I had some other friends and relatives that fought in the Korean War and the Vietnam War and all the wars, and it means a lot to our freedom is not free, and it's something we need to be proud of as Americans. Our country needs help, and these veterans that are willing to go out and fight for the freedom that we have today. And if my dad and some of the ones before me hadn't fought for it, then we wouldn't have the freedom we have today. It's a memorial to the men that give their lives to save this country, or to fight for this country and to fight for our freedom. And we have lots of people that have lost their lives or are wounded or permanently disabled because of the wars that they fought in. And that means a lot to me, and it should mean a lot to all Americans.
Darryl Thornton. I was in the Air Force from '76 to '82. I served in Korea. I was a dog handler. I was military police. I worked bomb dogs for the last 3 years that I was in, and I've been training and working dogs pretty much ever since. Memorial Day is not a party. Memorial Day is a time to honor those who sacrificed their lives, those that gave everything. All gave some gave all. Yeah. So you've heard that. So Memorial Day is a time to honor those who sacrificed and their families who sacrificed. But it's those that went ahead of us that sacrificed the ultimate. It is the land of the free. I can go and do and be whomever and whatever I choose to be. I can go across state lines. I don't need a passport. I can walk into any store or place, and those are the things that you think that's what it is. But to be an American in my heart is to be someone who loves their country, who cherishes all the freedoms that it provides, things that I want to continue to see happening throughout my lifetime and my grandkids. This is called a Kill 22. We are very aware that approximately 22 veterans per day kill themselves by suicide. And this is something that we are working with here and other organizations to bring awareness that there shouldn't be those staggering numbers. We're a network of people that are there for those that are suffering, and they can't turn to a lot of different places because very few people can understand what they've been through. Now, that doesn't mean that there's other things out there that people have gone through that, there's a lot of bad things out there. But veterans, law enforcement, firemen, they have seen things that most people can't even imagine.
Thank you again for your service. We are so grateful. If you know someone who deserves to be showcased, please email us at basinlife@basinpbs.org, and we will feature them in an upcoming episode. We are living your best life today at the Marriott Hotel in downtown Odessa with none other than Randy Ham, the Executive Director of the Odessa Arts Council. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be doing this here in the White Buffalo today.
Me too. This is beautiful. I mean, really, you feel like you've stepped into a big city. I mean, we're a big city.
Yeah.
But a big city.
I could get used to this. I really could.
I almost feel like we're in the movie Cocktail. Do you remember that one?
Right, I do.
Tom
Yes,
Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
We may be flipping drinks at the end of this. Well, probably not.
I'm too clumsy.
Yeah, me too. We'll definitely be dropping them.
Right.
But we are today making a fun summertime cocktail that is, I mean, when you hear the name of it, you're going to sing. So go ahead and tell us what we're making.
Yeah, so, you know, this is Memorial Day weekend. Everybody's going to barbecues. You want a cocktail that's refreshing and fun, and nobody is more fun than Harry Styles.
Yes.
Right? So we are making a watermelon sugar today to serve at your barbecue.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Watermelon sugar high. Watermelon sugar high. All right, that's it for the singing. Now for the cocktail. I'm so excited. What's in it?
So it's very simple. Again, you want to be able to replicate this at your barbecue really easy. So it's watermelon vodka, watermelon juice, a little splash of Sprite, and a slice of lime. It's that simple. You don't even need like a jigger to measure. You just do it kind of by instinct. I usually do about 2 fingers worth of the vodka, right about there.
Okay.
All right, and then you do...
It just went to 3 fingers. Wait a minute, the ice shifted.
Maybe it's 3 fingers, maybe it's
2
not.
1/2.
I'm a heavy pour. I'm a heavy pour.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
And then you just add a little bit of watermelon juice. And then just to give it a little fizz, you throw in a little bit of Sprite.
That's where the watermelon sugar high comes from.
That's right. And then you've got your little squeeze of lime. You can either garnish it on the side, or you can just squeeze it and drop it in there. And of course, you want to sip it through a straw.
Of course. Summertime.
There's your watermelon sugar. So simple, right?
So simple.
You can kind of zhuzh this up a little bit. Like when I make it at home, I'll muddle some fresh mint leaves in the bottom.
Right.
Maybe you use a slice of cucumber, give it just a little bit of a more robust flavor profile. But I'll tell you, this hits the spot.
All right, let's try it, Randy. Cheers. Oh, that's good. This is refreshing and the perfect drink for your Memorial Day parties. I mean, it really is. And you can also do it in a non-alcohol way.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, just insert other ingredients that don't have alcohol in it, and you get the same. You get the same thing.
Watermelon juice, lime, maybe throw in some cucumber.
There you go.
You know, it's perfect for the kids too.
I love it. I love it. Well, we have so much to talk about. It's exciting. The arts are back. We love the arts and all that you're doing at the Arts Council. What's coming up?
Well, we are kicking off our 26th season of Hot Summer Nights. Next weekend. It's special for many, many reasons, but mostly because we are going to move it into the refurbished Ector Theater, which I'm so excited about and is so beautiful. And people are always asking, well, how can I get in to see it? Hot Summer Nights is free. Free.
Ticketed, but free.
Ticketed, but free. You just visit odessaarts.org and click on the link for the tickets. It's every Friday in June and July, and we're kicking it off with something really, really special. I don't know if you know this, but the world's longest running jazz party is right here in the Permian Basin.
Did not know that.
Yeah, the West Texas Jazz Party has...
Not just like,
not,
Texas.
Not Permian Basin, not Texas, not
America.
U.S., the world.
The world. That's awesome. And what happens at the jazz party, besides jazz, of course?
Well, that's the really cool thing about a jazz party as opposed to a jazz festival, is that you'll have like 6 musicians on stage and they play for like 45 minutes or so, and then 2 of them will leave and 3 more will come up and they'll play for 45 minutes or an hour, and then these 2 will leave, and so it's this continuous music concert with all these different jazz musicians switching places, and they improvise almost everything.
Randy, that sounds amazing.
Isn't it?
I mean, really amazing. How excited are you to have live music again and an audience, not a Zoom, but an audience?
Real people experiencing music and theater in a communal experience like it was meant to be, is wonderful. And the fact that we're able to partner with the West Texas Jazz Society and offer one night of the jazz party for free. So like you, if you've never heard of it and you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to buy a ticket because I've never heard of it, you can come for free. And then next year buy a ticket and come back for all 3 days of it.
I love it.
Yeah,
fantastic.
so.
You also have a dance event coming up.
Yes, we haven't had a dance company at Hot Summer Nights in many years, and this year we're bringing the Dallas Black Dance Theater here, and they're going to do a recital at the Ector. They came in February 2020.
Okay.
Right before COVID hit. It was one of the last events we did, and it was so well received at OHS Performing Arts Center. So we contracted them to come back in February again, and we couldn't do it because of COVID.
You know, that
but
COVID thing.
Silver lining, they're coming back during Hot Summer Nights, and it's also during Juneteenth. So it's a wonderful partnership with the Black Cultural Council, and again, we get to offer it to the community for free.
I love that, and that's the key thing. I love all the free events that you have here in Odessa. It is really, truly, it just makes you feel like there is something affordable to do because there is not a charge. You can actually just go take your family out or have a date night and not have to worry about spending an arm and a leg.
That's right, and you get to enjoy the renovated Ector Theater, and for a lot of people that grew up here and saw it and went to movies, this is a way that they're going to be able to experience it new for their kids and their families.
Speaking of enjoying free entertainment, let's sing it one more time. Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high. Are there any other words?
Watermelon sugar
high. Dun, 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 dun. We're going to leave you on that note. If that was a note, I don't even know what it was, a C note, an off note. It was some kind of note. But Randy Ham, thank you so much for being with us as always. We love what you do for the Arts Council, and we love being in this area here, this Marriott downtown Odessa. It is beautiful. Come to the White Buffalo Bar. You will truly love your experience here. From the bathrooms to the bar to the lobby. You just are it's first class all the way. Just like you, Randy Ham. Thank you so much. Cheers. Here's a great quote to live by. We hope you are enjoying season 2 of Basin Life as much as we are, and especially at our new time, every Sunday at 1 p.m. right here on Basin PBS. And remember, if you are out of town or want to share it with others, they can also watch it on PBS Passport, Basin PBS's Facebook page, and our YouTube channel. And please connect with me on social media. I love hearing from you so we can focus on all the good. We love looking for the good. It's easy to contact me. All you do is connect at Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn at Krista Escamilla. A special thank you to all of our guests today on Basin Life. We hope you will follow them and support them any way that you can. And a special thank you to Abby Borto, who opened our show so beautifully with her rendition of God Bless America. And she will be closing today's show with taps. Abby recently graduated from Baylor University with a degree in music education. Congratulations, Abby, and thank you for sharing your talents with us today. That's it for our show. Thank you again for joining us. We leave you this Memorial Day by remembering those who have given the ultimate sacrifice.